like a sound check first too, so if you want to just tell us what you had for breakfast today.
Okay. This is Michael Franti, and pretty much fresh air was my breakfast. I think I had a handful of nuts at about 3:30. I don't know if that qualifies for breakfast. Crack of 3:30 in the afternoon. Well, we were driving that whole time.
Was it a crazy drive?
Yeah, it was a bit weathery today.
Yeah. It's been snowing. We're in the midst of a monstrous winter here. It's been snowing all week, snowing all day, really stormy. Very cold earlier. It's warmed up a bit now. What is it like to come and perform? I notice you're wearing shoes.
I've got shoes on. These are brand new Doc Marten boots. You see the soles. I've had these for like 3 years and never worn them once.
They do look brand new.
I've been barefoot for 8 years, except for I wear flip-flops in the snow. And so my bandmates were teasing me for wearing these Herman Munster boots. When I was in Iraq in June of 2004, I asked people there, because it was right before our last presidential election. I said, you know, what do you think of Americans? And they say, we understand that Americans are as different from your government, George Bush, as Iraqis are different from Saddam Hussein. And so, as I was leading up to it, I just had a lot of conversations with people and talked to people and just decided that really I wasn't seeing anything in the news that was talking about the human cost of war. And I felt like if I don't take this opportunity to do this now, then who else will? I was scared every minute I was there. In fact, leading up to the time going there, I would wake up in the middle of the night and think, what if, while I'm sleeping, you know, someone comes in and kidnaps all of us? And the really amazing thing was that you play music on the street. I wasn't sure how people would respond, but what happens is people would just come and crowd around me and they'd want to know where I was from. And when I told them I was American, they were like, you're the first American we've ever met who wasn't holding an M16, you know? And you've got a wooden guitar in your hand, you know? And so they would invite me into their homes. They'd offer us places to stay for the night. People don't have a lot of food, so they'd get a bit of food from one family, the next family, and they'd bring it all together, and pretty soon there'd be this amazing meal in front of all of us. And it was really their generosity was just blew me away. Well, what Middle East Children's Alliance does is work at what I think is the most important level, is affecting young people. And between Israel and Palestine, there's all this tension, and it occurs between adults and high levels of government, you know. And when you meet kids on the street, and it doesn't matter if they're Israeli or they're Palestinian, if you build them a sandbox, they're all going to go in, they're going to play there, and they're going to learn in the sandbox how to navigate their differences and how to get along with other groups of people. And that's what the Middle East Children's Alliance does, is builds playgrounds in some of the most hard-hit areas of Palestine, brings Israeli kids together with Palestinian kids to play. They support a lot of dance and cultural things that young people do there, and they bring those dance and cultural events to the United States to raise money to keep it going. So every bit of money that gets sent there goes directly to helping kids just be kids.
Every time I read the news, I'm always more confused.
I really see that right now we have an opportunity, you know, in this country to not only set a new tone in America, but set a new tone for the rest of the world. And whether we like it or not, and whether the rest of the world likes it or not, when we elect a president here in this country, we're really, in a way, electing a president for the whole world. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for coming to watch the film tonight, and I wish I could be here with y'all. I wish I could spend more days up on the mountain. And but I really think that there's not one leader who's going to solve the problems of today, either the wars of today or the environmental issues of today. It's going to take the efforts of every single one of us on this planet. And so hopefully tonight this film will inspire food for thought and help you to go away with having seen a glimpse of what the human cost of war is in the Middle East, and maybe dedicate yourselves to helping to get the world on the path to peace.
It seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you.